Hello, friends, and welcome to the Archie Browning Sports Complex in Esquimalt, Victoria, British Columbia, for the matchup between the Arrows and the Express. I'm Jake Foster on BC Sports TV. Thank you for joining us. This is our first of two games on the evening. We'll have one coming up after this, so if this doesn't give you your fill of lacrosse, there's more to watch right after here on BC Sports TV. And on the first possession for the Express, they come up empty-handed with an over and back called. Now, if you look at the standings, I'd say there's a pretty obvious favorite in this game. But the great thing about our sports is that anything can happen and goalies can get hot, and maybe we'll see something like that tonight with the Arrows. Shot from outside, and right there's a goal. Hot start for the Arrows, squeaking that one 5-hole, and just like that, 1-0. Keep in mind, the Express are missing. I don't think I see any Cullens out there today. Good-looking shot there from the point position, overhand, and he's able to beat Claxton 5-hole. Kind of using the defender as a screen, and just like that, less than a minute 30 in, and it is 1-0 for the Arrows. I will say this. I don't know if you can see it on the broadcast, but the Express definitely have the advantage as far as bodies. Here's Sorensen. He elects to take it behind the cage now, scanning. All the way up top. And the Express, or Pepper, went to the bench to get a different stick. Now he's back on. Underneath, slip, trying to look inside, and that's picked off by a defender, and the Arrows are back the other way. Along the near side. Got some boys coming off the bench. Flip it, go for a change. Up top. 7 on the shot clock. Good defense there by the Express. And they're going to call a moving screen on that, as I didn't think it was much of a moving screen personally, but maybe the officials saw a little bit more movement than they'd like. Up top now for the Arrows. Swung over to the left side on the boards. Soft shot over top, and it fools Claxton. And just like that, it's 2-0 Arrows. Just on the run, kind of letting it flog from outside, and Claxton seems to be fooled by that one. Face off won by Condon for the Express. Pass too low. On the righty half boards up top. Now swung over to the left side. Back to the righty. Shot from outside, and that's going to hit a stick and not make it through. But he finds his own rebound. Another shot, and that one's off the stick of Paul and out of bounds. Off the boards, right in front, and a shot and a goal. And it looks as if the Arrows defender is inquiring about a crease call. Let's take a look here on the replay. Ooh, I don't know about that. I'll let you make your own judgments from home, but that's one. If I'm a player, I'm saying no, I was in before, but I think that one might have been a crease call. Now here's Pepper trying to go back short side, and that's off the right shoulder of Paul and out of bounds. On the right side now. Down low, lefty crease, and sharp angle shot, and that one is a save by Claxton, hugging the near pipe. Drops his shoulder, ends up launching him into his own man, but now the outlet pass is into the Arrows' defensive zone. Up top, here's McFadden. He wants to shoot. No, he doesn't. He's going to swing it back to the half boards. Sets a seal. Takes a weird bounce off a defender, and that misses short side. Interference going to be called here on McFadden, and we're going back the other way for the Arrows. Hard shot from outside, and Claxton drops again. Dillon across the line, flips it. Now here's Pepper into the offensive zone, onto the righty half boards. Hard pick there on the inside, and a shot from Sorensen that Paul handles. Along the near side boards, hit, and referee says that's going to be interference. Skip pass, looking inside, misses off the backboards. Now there's a battle in front. Still loose. Noble's able to come up with it for the Express, and they've got a 3-on-2. Noble right down the middle and stings the far side on Paul. Noble doing a good job finding the loose ball, flipping defense to offense. And maybe not the most practical approach of a 3-on-2 there, but Noble just goes right down the middle in front of his own guy, basically. And shot from just outside the 2-4. Will go. And I know that that can fool goalies sometimes when, you know, they're maybe expecting a pass or on an odd man rush, thinking that the guys are going to want a shot from right on the doorstep, and maybe Noble might have caught Paul a little bit by surprise, just shooting that on the run from about the 24-foot circle. And we're going to have a slashing penalty here called on the Express. And this power play is brought to you by our friends at Sawyer Construction. When it comes to building your dream home, you want a builder you can trust. That's why Sawyer Construction is proud to be a licensed residential builder with years of experience and a commitment to quality. They can help you build the dream home you've always wanted. Contact Sawyer Construction. Up top, bobbled now. That's second reset. He's got time and space. Back to the top. Underhand shot, and that's off the left pad of Claxton. Up top. Bounces off a couple checks. Carries it all the way to the lefty corner. Now circles behind the net. Up top, and a big shot that goes off the arm of Claxton. That's going to be an interference call, without a doubt. And he steps in again and says, why not? I like it. Gets blown up on the interference, stands up, and just immediately shoots it. Down low to the righty crease, now righty shooter. Looking for an angle up top. He's got one shot looking to go high, and that misses wide. And now Noble, the offensive superstar with the ball. The big man rumbling down the far side boards, being watched by all 5 Arrows, got an eye on him. And, oh, he gets his redemption on the interference back the other way and puts Noble to the ground. Noble gets up with a big smile on face. He knows he likes it. Up top, behind the back to the righty shooter. Comes around a screen, flipped over to the left side. Skip pass back door. Tries to throw a fake, now throws a backhand flip pass, and that's loose. And that might have been a trip. Oh, no, they're going to call back in on the Express. Looks like his foot got caught up, but referee says back in on the Express, and the Express are now back to even strength as well. Another shot, trying to go short side once more. 3 short side shots in a row for that young man. I apologize. I do not have a roster sheet in front of me with names. But that's number 13 on the Arrows. And here's a shot and a goal from number 11 on the Arrows, who goes back to the 5-hole, the same spot he scored his first goal. Just on the right side, so in between Claxton's left foot and the stick. Loose ball off the faceoff, picked up by the Arrows, and a big hit sent to the ground. Oh, there's a Cullen. I lied. There's one Cullen out there for the Express tonight. Here's a shot from outside. That hits a stick. Loose ball. Picked up, flipped down low. Off of one stick and into the other. That shot's not going to get through, and this one will. An absolute rocket from the outside. Believe he goes short side on Jericho Paul from about 40 feet out. And a 3-3 game between the Arrows and the Express, which, if I'm being honest, I was not expecting when I saw this matchup tonight. But Arrows are trading punches with the leading team, the team that's leading the league. And there's another one for the Arrows with a quick stick inside and beats Claxton far side. Let's have another look at that. Right off the face-off, down the side, righty goes all the way across, throws it in front, and the quick stick just dribbles past the left leg of Claxton. Shots on goal are 12-6 in favor of the Arrows. Illegal procedure called on the Express. It'll be Arrows ball. On the near side, righty half boards. Down low to the righty crease. Up top. He wants to shoot it again. It's got 2 already. Down low. Comes around the seal. Comes around the second seal. Pair of seals there for the Arrows. And now the ball misses. Lucy. Express might have numbers here, or maybe even a break for Condon, who's on the Jets. And a good back check to get a stick on it and knock it out of bounds. Paul with a absolute bomb that goes right into the stick of Pepper. And now it's a 5-on-3 for the Express. Cullen backside, quick stick off the arm of Paul. And it's in the crease for the Arrows. And we're going to have Pepper going back to the penalty box. I don't know what. See if we can get that on our replay. Yeah, just body checks the man who's already in the crease. You can't do that. And this power play is brought to you by 6 Mile Pub and Eatery. Looking for the perfect place to enjoy great food and drinks with your friends? Look no further than 6 Mile Pub and Eatery. Its local favorite has won consecutive Reader's Choice Awards for Best Pub thanks to its friendly staff, beautiful heritage, and amazing food drink offerings. Whether you're looking for a quick bite to eat or a relaxing night out, check out 6 Mile Pub and Eatery. And we're starting to see some big cross-checks inside, and that one's going to get called. And they're calling Paul to the bench, and he looks at the shot clock and says, "No, I'm good." 5 on 3, for the Arrows, and that one's bobbled immediately. Now there's a loose ball. Picked up on the left side. Backdoor look. Tries to go 5-hole and does. Just picks it up in the corner, and defender on the righty side splitting the two, and he catches it on the crease, makes a couple fakes, and goes 5-hole. That's the third one to beat Claxton 5-hole in this first period, and it is 5-3 in favor of the Arrows. And that second penalty was a 5-minute major, so they are still on the 5-on-4 power play, are the Arrows, and they can score 2 more on this power play if they want. Express just content to milk some clock here. Swung across to Cullen, who's going to have a shot from the blue line, and that's not going to make it through. Arrows try a little hidden ball trick. That's not going to go. Pass up top. Very aggressive penalty kill for the Express, and works out well. That one goes into the corner. And underhand shot's going to miss wide. Bounce up top and take a weird deflection off a stick and be over and back. All the way down to Paul it goes and into the corner. Express will pick it up and look inside immediately, and that's not going to go. And over and back will be called on the Express, and they're asking for a delay of game penalty as Pepper threw that back down into the Arrows defensive zone. Not going to get it, though. Behind the net now, Arrows setting it up. Righty shooter position. Skip pass over to lefties. Comes around. Shot going short side again. And now he shoots, and that misses wide. Loose ball up in the air. Bounces into the corner, and Sorensen's got it. Sorensen, who played a game in Nanaimo on Saturday afternoon for the Victoria Shamrocks. Had a couple assists in the win for the Shamrocks. And he's going to take a shot now, and that's going to bounce on Cage, and Paul grab it and just flip it out. Pass just too high and bounces down. Now the Express grab it. Express got to get it over here, and they do. Just Cullen chucking it down. This Express team seems to be a little bit more disorganized than I've seen in games past. Shot from outside, goes off a stick into the corner. Picked up by the Arrows. 3 seconds left on the shot clock. Just rolls it. And this is Dylan across to McFadden on the near side. He's going to jab step into the middle and take an on-the-run sidearm shot into the chest of Paul. Now Paul's going to throw a breakaway pass that just takes a weird bounce, and we've got some action behind. McFadden just throwing a man to the ground. And referee is going to take them both, it seems. I was watching the ball, so I didn't see how that happened, but McFadden's cage is open, and this will do it for our first period of action here at the Archie Browning Sports Complex. An exciting first period. Shots on goal right now favor the Arrows by a score of 15-9. And we will be back in just about 5 minutes for second period lacrosse action here on BC Sports TV. And we're back getting ready for some second period lacrosse action here, which saw a rather shocking first period, to be blunt, frankly. The undefeated Express are currently trailing the Arrows, but they get one back there as Pepper comes around and goes back short side on Paul with the underhand. Right off the face-off. Fake comes over top the defender and then kind of uses him as a screen to go short side low in that bottom right corner of the net on Jericho Paul. As I was saying, the Express have not lost a game yet this season. And the Arrows, they've lost a couple. Or a few. Maybe even a handful, we'll call it. And that's a handball called on Pepper. It'll be going back Arrows ball. Spins underneath. Waiting for some help. Good defense. Now the pick comes, gets over top of it. Swung over to the right side. Back to the left side. Face dodge underneath, straight to the net. Tries to go far side, and that misses wide and bounces out of bounds. Sorensen up top. Swings that over to Cullen. Face dodges, goes behind the net. Good defense there, making sure he doesn't get the pass from behind the net. Up top to the lefty shooter. Shot goes off the right shoulder of Paul and into the corner. Good find up top. Jump shot, back short side, goal. Good feed from Sorensen, finding the man open on the opposite side of the floor, and Johnson catches it, comes over top, and makes no mistake going jump shot, short side high on Paul. Legal procedure on the Arrows. It'll be Express ball. 2 quick ones to start this second period for the Express. And we've got a 5-5 game. Pick and roll for the Express. Had a man cutting backside. Lex to shoot. That goes off the shoulder. And it's going to be bouncing. Arrows are going to have an opportunity for a breakaway. Pulls out, throws it across. Couple fakes, goes behind the back and scores. What a beautiful goal before getting bundled from behind. Oh my goodness, that was wicked. Good play finding the trailer man. A couple fakes and behind the back posting in on Claxton before getting lit up from behind. And there comes the man sliding in, falls on the slippery floor for good measures. Let's take another look at that. Wow. That might, as sound guy Paul says, that might be the goal of the year. What a beautiful shot. Oh my. And they draw the penalty as well. Arrows will go back to the power play. That was sick. Express control the ball off the face-off. Here's Pepper. Running around with it. Runs into a double team behind the net, and it bounces out in front. Finds it. Good save by Paul, getting over to the left side. Now Paul way out of his net trying to hunt that loose ball down, swinging that Woody, and there he goes. He finds it. And the Express are full court pressing the Arrows. And this has got to be close to an 8-second violation, I would think. And they're going to throw it, and it's going to get picked off. Good pressure by the Express. Back the other direction now. Sorensen underneath. Jumps up, tries to go far side, and Paul gets the left shoulder on it. Crease violation called. It'll be Arrow's ball. And that pass goes errant and bouncing all the way over, and Sorensen finds it once again. Johnson up top, just working the clock down. Pass down low. Across to Cullen, and either off the post or off Paul, but stays out of the net regardless. Now the Arrows are back the other way. Arrows have 19 seconds left on the power play. Behind the back, pass down low, back up top. He's got time and space. Swings it over to the righty shooter. Fake pass. Pick. Steps into one, and that's not going to get through. And back the other way, Condon's got a breakaway for the Express. Tries to go back short side, and Paul stands tall. Now Paul with an absolute dart down the floor. And the Arrows are back in the offensive zone. Express penalty over, all evened up here. 6-5, Arrows lead. 13:34 left to go in the second. Let's see what they can do with it. Bounce skip pass does not get through and takes a couple more bounces off the boards and runs the man over. And McFadden misses. Loose ball and a big hit there, and Dillon goes down, and it'll be interference. Arrows ball. Things starting to get a little physical out here. Pepper on the righty half boards. Face dodge underneath on the left side. Back up to Cullen up top, over to Pepper. Good pick and roll. Sorensen inside. Fakes far side, goes short side, gets Paul biting and buries it. An up ball off pick from Sorensen, and Pepper drags low and slips that inside, and fake far side on Jericho Paul, and comes back short side, and just like that, it's a 6-6 game once again. Tied up here. Condon down low. Up top, Johnson swung over to the left side down low. Here's Cullen. Comes around a screen up top to Pepper. Johnson sets a pick. Pepper goes underneath. Thought about maybe a crease dive. Johnson with a hard shot from outside. That misses and will bounce off the boards and be over and back. On the left side, half boards. Comes around a pick. There's a man wide open on the crease for the Arrows, and they miss him. That goes off a stanchion, and it's going to be over and back. McFadden will start in the lefty corner. Over to Sorensen, up pick by Pepper. Sorensen flips it to Pepper. Pepper being watched. Taking it all the way around. Goes down. Tries to go short side. Or I guess it'd be the far side from there. Short side for the righties on Paul. And that goes off the pad. Bounces up by McFadden. Gathers it at the midline. Fresh 30 for the Express. Cullen comes off the up pick. Up top, McFadden. He's going to have a shot. That's not going to get through. Finds the ball afterwards, though. That pass directed for Sorensen cutting, I believe, doesn't get through. And now we've got another breakaway. No, good job getting back, and a one-handed shot. And now we've got a 2-on-1. Dylan and Cullen, there was a little bit of action behind. Dylan's going to have a shot, and that's off the arm of Paul, who dropped to a knee. Cullen, shovel shot on net, and Paul makes the save. Paul with a dangerous outlet pass that gets knocked down, and back here, the Express into the offensive zone. It's Condon with it on the near side boards. Up top to Cullen. Cullen over to Sorensen. Sorensen up top's got time and room. Tries to go back and pull it short side, but Paul's there. Back door for Cullen on the quick stick. That misses wide. Up top, here's Wood. Down low to Cullen. Overhand shot goes off the right arm of Paul, but the Express find it again. Now it's back to Sorensen, who comes over top, and that one rings off the post into the corner. Long offensive shift here for the Express. Sorensen back up top. Backpedaling. Looks backside. Quick stick from Cullen, just misses again. This Arrows defense has got to be tired now. Pass into the corner, bounces off the wall. Wood finds it, goes into the middle. Has two men collapse on top of him. And there's ref is trying to get him off. And there's a shot. And at the end of it, nothing comes out of it. Now Paul has it and tries to send the ball down low, and it goes into the stick of Claxton, who's going to outlet it. Now the Express are back the other direction. It's McFadden across the blue line, swim move. Shot from outside. That misses wide, bounces off the back of the net. And the Arrows will pick it up. And it's picked off. Into the corner, Sorensen has it. Pepper steps in. Couple fakes and a sharp angled shot and a goal. Pepper just decreases his angle. Not once, but twice, but still finds a way to slide that between Jericho Paul and the post, and Express have their second lead of the game, and now it's 7-6 for the Express. Illegal procedure called on the Arrows. It'll be Express ball. Cullen, down low to Wood. Wood kicks it back up to Cullen accidentally. Down low in the corner. Up top, here's Pepper. Puts on the brakes. Flip pass inside, here's Johnson. And he buries one. Back-to-back goals for the Express, and they've got a 2-goal lead. And a timeout's going to be called here after that goal by the Arrows. And we'll be back in about 1 minute. But just want to give a big shout out to all of our wonderful sponsors here at BC Sports TV for supporting us. Chase On Nutrition, Fitness, Coaching, 6 Mile Pub and Eatery, Jenner Chevrolet, Jess Patterson Wealth Management, and Sawyer Construction. They support us and make it possible for us to bring you live lacrosse on YouTube. If you have an opportunity to support one of them, we'd appreciate that. Another reminder is that there's another game coming up right after this on BC Sports TV. So, like I said before, your lacrosse fix for the evening isn't met in this matchup. We got one coming up again right after. Stay up to date with the Vancouver Island Lacrosse League, which you're watching right now on all their social media platforms as well as their website to keep track of scheduling, dates, statistics, and all that fun stuff that comes with the league. It's Vancouver Island Lacrosse League. Check them out. And one last housekeeping reminder, June 29th will be the VILL All-Star Game taking place here at 7:30, Archie Browning Sports Complex. Come on down. There'll be raffles and draws, and I'm told it's going to be quite a fun event for all the friends and all the family. So if you haven't come down for a game at the Archie Browning Sports Complex, I suggest you do. Whistles blown. Lacrosse is back with 5:43 left to go in the second period. Express currently leading 8-6 over the Arrows. Face-off controlled by the Arrows. The second period has been all Express except for that wicked behind-the-back goal that the Arrows scored. Up top, shot bounces wide. And that'll be a 30-second violation. It'll be Express ball. Up top, Cullen flips it over to McFadden. McFadden's shot. Trying to go 5-hole on Paul, misses wide. And Paul with a long pass looking for the man coming off the bench. That's going to go to Condon. And he's out of his net, grabs it, flips it to Pepper. McFadden's across the midline. Rolls it over to Johnson. Johnson down low. Cullen playing righty. Flips it up to Sorensen. Sorensen fakes, jumps, tries to go far side. Second time he's tried that, and that's going to miss. Arrows are going to have and that should be a delay of game, no? That should be a delay of game. Oh, by every definition, that should be delay of game. And now they get it back over. Oh, my goodness. And referee just blowing the whistle down. Now he blows it in. That was a little bit wacky. The Arrows had an opportunity for a fast break off the breakaway on the quick reset. And the Express man clearly knocks it out of his stick as he's trying to throw the pass. And then they don't give them the delay game. And then they start the ball over center, and then it comes back over, and then they give it to the Express. I don't know. I'm just telling you what happened. I don't know. You can make your own judgments. Me and Sound Guy and Paul we're talking up here. Arrows trying to stop the run the Express have been on. Face dodge, rolls back to the middle, man slips. Hard shot, and that goes off the left arm of Claxton. Loose ball now. Picked up by the Express. It's Condon. Long pass ahead to Cullen. Cullen kind of bobbles it. Now the Arrows have it coming back the other way. And that one's thrown into the corner, bounces, and Condon's got it again. And Condon takes a check up, but maybe a little bit too high. And this is going to be a penalty. Express will go to the power play. A power play that is brought to you by Jess Patterson Wealth Management. Jess Patterson Wealth Management is a leading financial advisory firm with over 95 years of experience in helping Canadians achieve their financial goals. With a team of dedicated financial advisors, Jess Patterson Wealth Management offers personalized solutions to help clients navigate every stage of their financial journey. Johnson over to Cullen, back to Johnson, behind the back to Pepper. Pepper backdoor, looking for McFadden. That one bounces off McFadden and goes to Paul in the crease. And Paul with a dart pass again that gets picked off at the midline by Cullen. Cullen backdoor for McFadden, and good job by Paul getting across from post to make the save. Pepper up top. Down low, Sorensen. Back to Pepper. Up top, Johnson. Over to McFadden, who shoots, and that misses short side and goes up into the roof. Arrows ball. And that pass gets knocked down. Arrows would have had a breakaway. Now the Express find it. This is Walker over the midline for the Express. He'll carry it down as flips it across to Sorensen. Sorensen up top to Pepper. Swung over McFadden, back to Pepper. Pepper fakes. Down low, Sorensen looks inside for Cullen, who goes behind the back, and Paul makes the save there with the stick. But it's checked, and now Walker has it. Back to Cullen, back to Walker. Walker goes short side and scores. Good passing play there by the Arrows. A little bit of give and go, and Walker goes across his body, posting in, hip high on Paul on the off-stick side. And it's a 9-6 game, and that will do it for the end of the second period. It was a second period that was heavily controlled by the Express. Shots on goal right now. Arrows were leading, I believe, 15-12 after the first, and right now shots are 29-17 in favor of the Express. We'll be back in just under 5 minutes for second period lacrosse action here on BC Sports TV. Face off to start the third period is won by the Express, and that behind the back pass goes into the corner and bounces all the way up top, and Pepper finds it. Good strip on the defensive end. Now Dillon has it and shot on the run. That goes high and wide and is going to go all the way down the floor, be an over and back call. 9-6 right now for the Express. But the arrows are definitely not going away, and there's a shot that misses wide. Lefty half boards. Steps into one, misses off a stanchion. Gets his own rebound, swings it over. Underhand shot, and that was labeled for the far side, and Claxon makes a good pad save. Here's McFadden on the near side half boards for the lefties. Throw it up top. Sorensen down low to Pepper. Sorensen goes and sets a pick and rolls. Pepper fakes the pass. Sorensen says, okay, I'll go set you another one. This time he does get the ball back and buries it. If at first you don't succeed, just do the same thing again and get the ball and then score. Ten to 6 for the Express now, who seem to have a little bit more of a handle on this game. Loose ball battle off the face-off. Still loose. Now the Express come up with it. Swim move. Gets across midline. Walker with a sidearm shot off the left pad of Paul. And Johnson corrals the rebound. Here's a shot up high on Paul. Loose ball picked up by Condon up top. He'll swing it over to Johnson with a bounce pass. Johnson goes underneath. Couple fakes. Tries to go back short side and misses. Condon has it in the corner. Flips it up top to Cullen. Cullen over top to Walker. And Condon just dumped somebody. Looked like there was a bit of a late hit. And referee's going to take both of them, and it will seem. No, maybe not. And while the referees sort this one out, like to give a shout out to Chason Nutrition and Fitness Coaching. Are you tired of constantly struggling to achieve your fitness goals? You feel like you're working harder than ever, but just aren't getting the results you wanted? Well, it's time to maybe take a different approach and try things the smart way with Chason Nutrition and Fitness Coaching. They will design a plan that is specifically for you in order to help you get the most out of your fitness and nutrition experience. Contact Chason, Chiasson, Nutrition and Fitness Coaching. So it looks like they've kicked Condon out of the game as he went down to the bench, I believe. And we're going to play 4-on-4 now. Yes, Condon did get a 5 minutes and a game ejection for that late cross check up in the back. Up top, being washed hard, gets it free, takes a shot, and rebound picked up by the Express. And now we're going to have some punches thrown. And he's grabbing a leg, looks like a wrestling match almost. And throwing body shots. Still trying to feed him some. And I'm not quite too sure what the referees are going to do with this here. There's definitely a couple punches thrown. They going to kick them both out? I do not believe the Arrows player is staying in this game. Yes, he's not, as you can see in the corner of your screen. Excuse me, as you see in the corner of the screen, he is heading down through the stands as at the Archie Browning Sports Complex, both benches enter the floor from the side of the Express bench. And as the referees sort this out, I'd like to mention another one of our sponsors, Sawyer Construction. At Sawyer Construction, they believe the heart of every home is the kitchen, and they can help you create the custom kitchen of your dreams. With a team of skilled craftsmen, Sawyer Construction can build custom cabinets, millwork, and countertops to perfectly fit your space and style. Contact Sawyer Construction and start designing your kitchen. As we wait to see what is going to be called here. And the Express have had two guys kicked out in the last, say, about 3 minutes probably. So we will, I believe, if the second one goes to the Express, it'll be 4-on-3 for the Arrows. Or if they call them coincidentals, maybe it stays 4-on-4, or they drop it down to 3-on-3. Only one man in the box for the Arrows, serving the penalty there. So yes, it'll be 4-on-3. 5-on-3. Yes, it will be 5-on-3. Okay, so the initial penalty that had happened before when the Express got, when Condon got kicked out of the game, the initial penalty on the Arrows is now expired. So both those guys are kicked out. They're giving a 5-minute to the two participants in the fight. There's still 2 minutes and 15 seconds left on the initial 5-minute to Condon. And then I believe the second they gave an extra 5 to the man from the Express. That would be the only thing that makes sense to me in this circumstance. Sound guy Paul is looking about as confused as I am up here. But regardless, it's a 5-on-3, and that might be a little bit of a makeup call. Why not? And they're going to get a holding penalty on the Arrows. Sorensen just rolls it into the corner. And a penalty called. Holding, I believe. Yes, sir. It'll be 2 minutes for holding, 2 minutes for cross-checking. So he's got 4 minutes there, which will be, so it'll be 3-on-4, 4-on-3. Arrows have 4, Express have 3 for 52 seconds. Then it'll be 4-on-4 for just over 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And then, assuming there's no other penalties, the Express will have a power play, and Pepper scores down the middle. Just right off the start. Rips down Main Street. I don't know if I agree with the decision to send a double team right off the start, especially to a guy up top that's fast like Pepper. And he goes in and makes no mistake on the doorstep with a couple fakes. So that will count as a shorthanded goal. Now it's all evened up at 4-on-4, and here's Dylan. And he's got a breakaway with so much time. And goes behind the back on the breakaway and rings it off the crossbar. And throws a huge hit on the way back into the defensive zone. And here's a shot from outside that goes right into the chest of Claxton, and he's going to feed Cullen on the B-way, and that's not going to go through. And will bounce down off the boards and into Paul. Four-on-4 lacrosse right now for another minute 47. Arrows have it up top, swung over to the lefties. And here's a shot off the swing. And we're going to have another fight, it looks like. Are they going to let him go? No, just throw him to the ground. No fighting penalties called on this one. I believe it's going to be coincidental roughing roughing penalties. 2 minutes each. We're still waiting to have those penalties up on scoreboard, and something tells me the parade to the penalty box is not done for the evening yet. Up top, Sorensen face dodges, then flips back to Cullen, and Cullen shot and trying to go back far side, and that goes off the chest pad of Paul, now back the other way. Cullen hot in pursuit. Both Cullens are. And they cause a turnover. And behind the back flip to Wood. Goes off him, and he's got a partial breakaway. And just finds the 5-hole on Paul. And finally, we are back to 5-on-5. And no, they call an over and back off the face-off. McFadden up top. Swings it over to Sorensen. To Pepper. And I didn't see what happened. Let's see if maybe the replay caught it. No, we're not going to have that. And parade to the penalty box continues. And just 2 minutes for roughing out of that. (12-6) for the Express. Maybe frustration's starting to boil for the Arrows. Sorensen to Pepper. Pepper flips. And another punch to the back of the head. This one's on Pepper, and another penalty for the Arrows. And ten minutes and a game misconduct. He's out of here. And he's walking directly at the Express bench. And this is just not pretty at the moment. I don't know how else to say it. This has gotten... Yeah, this has gotten... I don't even know if you can call this lacrosse at the moment. I mean, they have lacrosse sticks in their hands. They're wearing the gear. They're on the floor. But this game has not been a lacrosse game. This has turned into a poorly scripted WWE match, maybe? Sorensen, face dodge, off the crossbar. Man's out of the box with the run clock. I don't know how much penalty time was actually served. And here's another one. And Walker got hit hard into the boards from behind, and the gong show continues. And tensions are definitely running high here at the Archie Browning Sports Complex. This is getting greasy. I'm running out of words to describe it at the moment. Shot doesn't get through, and I'm going to say this 12 seconds of lacrosse we've had has been the longest streak without a penalty in the last 10 minutes, probably. Over to Pepper, backdoor, one more, doesn't go through. Now Paul's out of his net. Here's Pepper, down low to Sorensen, behind the back to Walker. 6 seconds up top. McFadden shot and scores. Because that is the actual purpose of this game, is to score goals. 13-6 for the Express, and only 2 more minutes left. And let's just hope that this last 2 minutes can end without any injuries. Because face off won by the Arrows. Sharp angled shot goes off the left pad of Claxton. And another cross check in the face. And just when I thought it was done, no, it's not. They're going to take them both. Just run the clock at this point. Roughing penalties. And it'll be Express ball. And they're going to not say that was back over. 10 seconds left. The clock will run down, and this one will end with a 13-6. Oh, sorry, 14-6 as the last second kind of gets tipped and goes in, I guess. Alrighty, well, that was something. That was 60 minutes on a clock, and I'd say about the same in the penalty box. So that will do it for the Express and the Arrows. Final score 13-6. Shots on goal 40-22 in favor of the Express. And things definitely got greasy at the end there. We will have another game coming up right after between the Aces and the Blazers. So if you would like to watch some more lacrosse, stick with us on BC Sports TV. Once again, a big thank you to all of our sponsors: Chase On Nutrition, Fitness Coaching, 6 Mile Pub and Eatery, Jenner Chevrolet, Jess Patterson Wealth Management, and Sawyer Construction. Thank you for joining us for this matchup on BC Sports TV. I'm Jake Foster. Enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening, if that's with us or not. Whatever it is and whatever you're doing, I hope it's great. We'll see you again.